Hello again. Today starts the process of beginning to put together some of the things that have been happening the previous weeks. It may have seemed somewhat random, but each of those little sessions are little portals toward putting everything together to where it's sort of leading now. So this will be creating familiarity with the footwork patterns of a basic Tai Chi Chuan form sequence. And that's sometimes called Hotel Tai Chi because it can be performed in a very small space. And you'll note my handy visual aid, which will prove perhaps interesting as you go along. So whenever you're ready to, just bring your feet fairly close together, as close as they can comfortably. If they will touch, that's great. If they don't quite want to touch together, that's okay too. But we want to have a sense that the feet are close together. And again, as before, many times I've made mention, there might be a feeling that the heels are just a little bit wide, so that starts to create the feeling that your big toes are really clearly inward toward the center of your posture, your pinky toes, your heels a little bit outward. Relax your knees, soften your belly and your chest, and allow your spine to lengthen through your tailbone down into the ground, up through the back of your neck, toward the sky, letting the chin, the chest and shoulders all be slightly heavy, the top of the head, the back of the neck gently lifted up. The tip of your tongue may lightly connect to the roof of your mouth. And give your body 3 cycles of breath here just to focus in on your body and the feeling of your breath coming and going, to channel your mind into your body, to be clearly acquainted with whatever sensations are happening there. In the process, you'll very gently sink more weight into your right leg, bending that right knee as well as the left knee slightly more until your left foot empties out, and then it'll just sneak off to the side. Keep all the weight on your right leg. Your feet are parallel still here, but your body is slightly to the right, and then you'll center your spine in the middle, taking a breath in to float your palms upwards. Your elbows stay heavy. Exhaling to lower your palms, the elbows still heavy. Now you'll see clearly with my visual aid that my feet are on opposite sides of a line. We want to maintain the integrity of that line. Shift the weight into your left leg so it's fully supporting your body. Your right pinky toe will turn out just 20 degrees. Aim your hips and your chest that direction while your weight is still back. And then you'll slowly shift your weight forward, bending into your right knee until it lands at about your pinky toe. You'll stop your body from there, sink all the way into your right leg. Now as you're ready, you'll step your left foot forward, making sure you don't cross the line in between your feet. So you want to move your heel forward and away from the center line. As you set your foot down, see to it that your big toe is pointed inward very slightly while your weight is still in your right leg. Square your hips and your chest, and then you'll shift your weight straight forward, that left knee about to where the pinky toe is. Both of your heels are going to be on the ground each time you shift your weight through this process. Draw your weight back toward your right leg. Your left heel will stay down, but you'll turn your foot in so your feet are about parallel for a moment. Shift your weight over into your left leg. As you settle all the weight into your left leg, you'll release your right toes. The heel stays on the ground. And again, you're just turning so your pinky toe faces the side of your space. Your big toe is a little bit in to the corner from there. Square your hips, your chest, and then you'll shift your weight forward, leaving your back heel anchored to the ground. Both knees are bending. And then you'll pull your weight straight back toward your left heel. Think about leading with your lower back, not with your shoulders. Shift your weight forward. Again, just about till the lead knee comes to the pinky toe. Both knees are bent, both heels are down. Pull your weight straight back. Your lower back leads the way. Shift your weight forward one more time. Knees are open and bending. And then from here, you'll shift your weight again, leading with your lower back toward your left leg. Turn your right foot in as far as it will comfortably go. If it can make it all the way back to facing forward, do that. If not, as far as it will go is good. Shift the weight into your right leg. As you arrive there, release just the left toes. Your left heel is on the ground. Your pinky toe aims forward, keeping your left foot on the left side of that center line you created earlier. Just pull your foot straight back. The foot is empty as it lands. Shift your weight toward your left leg. If your right foot is not facing forward, give it just a little tweak inward, and then you'll settle your body in the center. And we'll look at that on the other side of the body as well. Same exact process, just all right and left sequencing, sort of reverse. So you'll sink a little weight here into your right leg just to free up your left pinky toe. It turns maybe 20-30 degrees to the corner. Square your hips, your chest, and then you'll shift your weight toward your left leg, keeping your right heel on the ground, keeping both knees bent. Once your body is fully supported over that left side, you'll step your right foot forward. It'll go forward. It will not come inward. So send your heel slightly outward. The pinky toe, the big toe are aiming toward the front of your space. Square your hips and your chest. And then you'll shift your weight forward. Both heels are on the ground, both knees bend and open. From there, you'll draw your weight back into your left leg. Your right foot will turn in slightly. Your feet are basically parallel, facing to the corner of your space. Shift your weight over into your right leg. Once you're there and settled in, just sneak that left pinky toe to face the side of your space. The big toe, again, will be a little bit inward, slight pigeon-toed feeling or look. Square your hips, your chest toward the side of your space. As you shift your weight forward, let that lead knee and pinky toe stop the action. Right heel is still on the floor. Shift your weight straight back. Your lower back leads the way. Shift your weight straight ahead. The knee in front, the heel in back. Stop the action when you're ready. Pull the weight straight back. Lower back leads the way, not the shoulders. Send the weight forward one more time. And once you've reached the end of that action, you'll shift your weight straight back once more. Turn your left foot in as far as it will comfortably go. Not to worry if it doesn't get there all the way. It could just be parallel once again. Shift into your left leg. To release your right toes, the heel will stay on the ground for a moment. Then you'll pull your right foot straight back from where it is, keeping, again, space, or keeping it on the right side of that center line. Bring your weight over to your right leg. The left foot, if it didn't get all the way back to the front, finds its way there now. You can settle back in to the center and bring your feet back towards one another. So that's the basic overview, kind of slowed down. We'll do it a number of times. Repetition is the game, after all. So again, being mindful that there's a center line underneath, and we want to be creating and honoring that center line. That's the mind part of such a mind-body exercise. So when you're ready to begin, you'll sink the weight into your right leg. Separate your feet a little bit more. There's a clear sense of center. When you're ready to put your spine right on top of that center, take a breath in, let your arms rise up. As you exhale, anchor down into your feet. Now all of your body support is going to move into your left leg, turning slightly to your right. Square your hips, your chest. Follow the line of your pinky toe to the corner, the big toe isn't leading the way here. Once you're arrived over your right leg, you'll take one little step with your left foot forward, but not inward. The heel might move outward. The toes want to turn back toward the center slightly. Square your hips and your chest while your weight is back, and then you'll shift your weight straight forward, bending through your knees, both heels on the ground. Draw your weight back into your right leg. As you do so, you can turn your left toes in slightly. Your feet are parallel, facing the corner. Shift your weight into your left leg. Once you're in your left leg, open that right pinky toe to face straight down to the side of your space. Again, the big toe is a little pigeon-toed from that. Square your hips and your chest. Shift your weight forward. The back heel is on the ground. Both knees are bending. Shift back, leading with your lower back. Shift your body forward, leading with that right knee. The knee will tell you when to stop. Pull your weight straight back. Lower back leads the way. Send your weight straight ahead. Your weight will shift back one more time, leading with the lumbar spine. As you're over your left leg, your right toes can release. Turn your right foot toward the front as far as it will comfortably go for you. Bring your weight into your right leg to release your left toes. Pull your left foot straight back. Shifting into your left leg to clean up your right foot if it's not where you want it to be. And then the process repeats to the other direction. Sinking into your right leg, open to the left corner. Square your hips, your chest. Shift your weight over to your left leg. Your right foot will step forward, not inward. Heel can move away from the center. The toes can still aim at the center. They're just not moving toward it. Square your hips and your chest. Shift your weight into your right leg. Both heels stay down on the ground, not moving far. Staying connected. Draw your weight back to your left leg. Your right foot turning in about parallel. Shift your weight to your right leg. Opening your left pinky toe to face the side of your space. Square your hips and your chest to face the side of your space. Then your weight shifts forward. Heels are on the ground, knees bend and open. Draw your weight straight back. Lower back is leading the way. Shift your weight forward, letting that lead knee and pinky toe kind of stop the action, and then shift your weight straight back. Lower back leads the way. Shift your weight straight ahead. And then shift it back one more time. Lower back still leads the way. As you arrive over your right leg, your left foot turns in about parallel or all the way back to the front. Shift the weight to your left leg to release your right foot. Draw it straight back, staying on the right side of your center. And then you can shift right to clean up the left foot if it didn't quite fit to the center. Let's go each side one more time here. Shifting left to open to your right corner. Aim the hips, the chest, then shift your weight forward. Stack your body over your right leg. You'll step with your left foot forward, but not at all inward. Square your hips, your chest. Pinky toe aims forward. Big toe is a little bit turned in toward the center line. Shift your weight and then draw your weight back. As you're back, your left foot will turn in slightly. Shift the weight to your left leg. Opening your right foot just slightly. It's again only maybe like a 20 or 30 degree turn. The big toe is not facing the side of the space. The pinky toe is. Shift the weight forward. Draw the weight straight back. Low back leads the way, like you're bumping your low back against a wall. Shift your weight forward, like your lead knee is bumping against a wall. Don't smash your face or your chest. Pull your weight straight back. Low back leads the way. Send your weight straight forward. The lead knee stops the action. You'll draw the weight back one more time, straight to the rear. Turning your right foot in, maybe to parallel, maybe farther than that if it can. Shift weight to your right leg to release your left foot. Pinky toe aimed forward, left foot stays on the left side of center. As you get weight into your left leg, you can clean up the right foot if it didn't get back to the front. And go to the left, anchoring into your right foot to turn the left foot outward. Tai Chi, yin and yang. Shift the weight forward. Your left leg carries your body so your right foot is free to step forward, perhaps, not inward. Stepping out and stepping empty. The weight is still in your left leg as you square your hips and your chest. Shift your weight toward the front of your space. Heels connected to the floor. Draw the weight back. Turn your right foot in. Parallel feet for the moment. Shift the weight to your right leg. And open that left pinky toe. Straight to the side of your space. Squaring your hips and your chest. Weight moves forward. The knees open. The lead knee hits that wall out in front of you. Pull your weight straight back, lower back, bumping against a wall. Shift your weight forward like you're in a phone booth. The knee hits the wall. No need to bump your face. Pull your weight straight back. Let your low back get there before the back of your head. Shift your weight forward one more time, straight to the side of your space. And draw the weight back. As you do, your left toes free up to turn in parallel or farther if you wish. Weight shifts left to release your right foot. Pull it straight back, pointed forward. Shifting toward your right leg to do any little last housekeeping on the left foot. And then you could continue or zip your feet back together to the center. So we'll do this a few more times and allow yourself to be very, very clear and cognizant about honoring this center line. One of the clear indications we have that we didn't take that step correctly is if we arrive to facing the side of the space and have a very shallow stance. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of room to go front to back. That's our clue that we stepped inward rather than mostly forward. If we take the one forward step correctly, we won't have to even move the other leg at all. It'll simply stay connected to the ground. So as we go through this whole thing once again, you can watch or just pay special mind to your right foot, your right heel as we go through this process, or watch my right heel and observe that it's not really going to move anywhere at all when we're on the right half of the sequence. So for formality's sake, bring everything to the center, take a breath in and out. And as you exhale, you'll sink into your right leg, giving yourself a little space to separate your feet, hip to shoulder width distance. Take a breath in, let the arms be big. And as you exhale, sink a little more weight into your left leg. Your right foot stays connected to the floor, just the toes lift up and turn. That right heel will not move from its spot. Shift your weight into your right leg. As you step with your left foot, allow it to move forward slightly. More interested in getting it away from the center. Square your hips, your chest. You'll shift your weight forward, opening the knees. Both knees bend, the heels are on the ground. As you draw your weight back into your right leg, the heel is exactly where you left it. Turn your left toes in parallel. Shift your weight over to your left leg, leaving your right heel on the ground. You just turn the pinky toe to face the side of your space. So as you square your hips and chest to the right, here again, you'll have the sense of a lot of room to move front to back, or possibly not. If there isn't, you can always just take a little step. But we shouldn't need to take that little step in theory. Send your weight forward, heels stay connected to the ground. Low back leads the way as you shift your weight back. Shift your weight forward. Again, like your knee is going to bump against the wall in a phone booth. Shift your weight back. Your low back gets to the other wall of the phone booth first. Shift your weight forward. Send yourself back one more time as you arrive. The toes lift, the heel's still on the ground. Turn your right foot in as much as it wants to go. Shift your weight to your right leg. Release your left foot. Pull it straight back. Shift your weight left to clean up the right foot a little bit if you need. And then we'll take it to the other direction. This time, assuming we take our step properly, the left foot doesn't need to go anywhere at all. The left heel will stay exactly as it is. Driving weight down into your right leg. Left heel's connected to the floor, just turn the pinky toe. Square your hips and chest, shift your weight to your left leg. You'll step your right foot somewhat forward, more interested again in allowing the heel to move outward. The toes will still aim inward. It's just that the motion itself is outward. Square your hips and chest. Bring your weight into your right leg. Both heels are on the ground. As you draw your weight back into your left heel, like you never left, turn your right foot in slightly, feet are parallel. Shift the weight to your right leg, left heel stays in the ground. You just pivot to turn the pinky toe out. Square the hips and chest, and again, should feel clearly that the left leg is in front. Plenty of space to shift your weight forward. Plenty of space to draw your weight back. The low back leads the way as you shift to the rear, like you're bumping your low back against the wall of a phone booth, if people even know what that is anymore. Weight goes forward like your lead knee bumps into the wall of a phone booth. Draw the weight straight back. Send the weight straight forward. And the weight will come back one more time. Lower back leading the way as you arrive, turning on the left heel. Weight to the left leg to release the right foot. And then the right foot can withdraw. We'll take it around each side again. Sinking a little more into your left leg. Right heel is on the ground. Just turning the pinky toe. Square your hips and chest. Shifting your weight into your right leg. Your left foot moves forward slightly. The heel wants to be outward. The toes want to point inward. Square your hips and your chest. Shift the weight into your left leg. Both heels stay on the ground. Draw your weight back. Turning your left foot in. The feet are parallel. As you shift into your left leg, the wider that initial step was, the more you'll find as you open your right foot to the side of your space, you have forward space to shift your weight into your right leg. and space to shift your weight straight back, low back leading the way. Send the weight forward, both heels stay down on the ground, not throwing your body, just casually shifting it back and forth. Shifting forward one more time, and then shifting the weight back. As you arrive over your left leg, turn your right toes in, the heel can stay down. Shift the weight to your right leg, release the left toes, draw them straight back. They stay on the left side of center. Shift your weight towards your left leg to clean up your right foot. Parallel feet. And heading to the left. Left heel will stay on the ground. Shift the weight to your right foot. Pivot on your left heel, just to the corner, slightly, 20-30 degrees. Shift your weight there. All the weight's in your left foot. You step your right heel outward away from center. Toes aim toward the center. Square the hips and the chest as you shift your weight. Both heels are on the ground. Draw your weight back. Turn your right foot in, parallel footed for a moment. Bring the weight over towards your right leg. And then again, the left heel will stay on the ground in theory. Just open the pinky toe. If our right foot steps correctly, we'll have plenty of space here to shift the weight forward as we square the hips and chest, and to draw the weight straight back. It won't feel like a right to left shifting. It'll feel very much front to back. Forward, rearward. Low back leads the way. We shift it forward one more time. Knee up against the wall without sending the chest. Lower back against the wall without smacking the back of the shoulders or the head. Turn your left toes in. Shift your weight left. Release your right foot. Draw it straight back. Weight towards your right foot to clean up the left. And then a moment in the center. We'll go a couple more times around. Sinking weight into your left leg. Open your right pinky toe to the corner. Square your hips, your chest that direction. Shift your weight to your right leg. The left foot will step. Heel goes outward. The toes aim slightly inward. Square your hips and chest. Shift your weight. Doesn't have to be a big step, just don't want to cross the center line. Draw your weight back. Turning your left foot in, parallel footed for the moment. Shift your weight to your left leg. Right heel can stay on the ground. If we stepped correctly with the left foot, this should feel good. If you don't have enough space, a little step forward with your right foot's okay. Square your hips and chest. Shift your weight forward. Clearly front to back. Low back leads the way. Pull to the rear. Shift your weight forward like the lead knee is going to bump against the wall. Don't hit your forehead. Pull your weight back. Low back touches the wall. Don't smack the back of your head. Forward one more time. And then shift your weight straight back. Turning your right foot in. Bring weight towards your right leg to release your left toes. Draw the foot straight back. Bring your weight left to clean your right foot up if anything's not where you want it to be. And we head to the other side. Sinking into your right leg, open your left pinky toe. Square the hips and chest as you stack your body over your left leg and empty. Heel toe step, heel out, toes aim in. Shift your weight forward once you're square. And then draw your weight back. Your right foot turns in parallel. If you kept your right foot over on the right side of the center, you'll comfortably be able to open to your left. Should have plenty of space to shift forward, straight ahead, and to shift back. Low back leading the way. Again, shouldn't feel side to side. This should feel relatively forward, backward. Straight line front, straight line back. One more time. The weight expands forward. Lead knee blocks you from smacking your face. As you draw your weight back, empty out the toes. Turn your left foot in. Parallel or maybe a little farther if it can get there. Weight left to release your right foot, the right pinky toe pointed straight ahead. Pull your foot back. Center up to clean up your left foot. And we'll take the journey maybe twice more through here. Drilling weight into your left leg. Release your right pinky toe. Aim it to the corner. Chest. Hips aim to the corner. Shift your weight to your right leg. A little heel toe step with your left foot. Again, stepping outward, not inward. It's forward slightly. Square your hips and chest. Shift your weight towards your left leg. Both heels stay on the ground, not flinging the body, staying connected. Draw your weight straight back. Low back leads the way here as well. Turn your left foot in. Shift weight to your left leg. Right heel can stay on the ground or can step if you need to. Square your hips and chest to face the side of your space. Shift your weight forward. And then draw your weight back. Low back leads the way when you shift to the rear. The lead knee leads the way as you shift forward. Draw the weight straight back. And send it forward one more time. As you arrive, let that left heel pull you back over your left foot. Turn your right foot in, maybe parallel, maybe all the way to the front. Shift weight to your right leg to release your left toes. Pull them back. Center over your left leg to clean up your right foot if need be. And then repeating to the opposite side. Sink into your right leg. Left heel stays connected. Just turn the pinky toe out. Shift your weight forward to the corner. Right heel shifts away from the center. The toes aim toward the center. It's slightly forward. Mostly it's to the side. Square your hips and chest. Shift your weight toward your right leg. Draw the weight straight back. Right foot turns in so you can have parallel feet. Shift the weight to your right leg. Left heel, in theory, can stay down. Open to the side of your space. Shift your weight straight ahead once you're squared up. Draw your weight straight back. Send the weight forward again. And draw the weight straight back. Forward goes your weight one more time. And as you draw your weight back this time, the left toes can float and turn inward. Maybe all the way to the front, maybe just part way. Shift the weight to your left leg to release your right foot. As your right foot returns, get an opportunity to settle over your right leg to make any adjustments with your left foot. We'll take the whole journey one more time for good measure. Anchoring down into your left leg. Pivot on your right heel, just to the corner. Square your hips and chest and then stack your body over your right leg. Step your heel outward. Toes want to aim inward slightly. Square the hips and chest. A little forward is cool. Just stay on the left side of the center with your left foot. Shift your weight. Draw your weight back. Low back is leading the way when we shift to the rear. Turn your left foot in. Shift your weight to your left leg, opening your right pinky toe. The heel can stay down if we took a good step with the left foot. Square to the side of the space. Drive the weight forward. Back heel anchors you. Pull your weight straight back. The lead heel anchors you. Shifting forward. The knees expand to touch the side of the walls around you. Draw your weight straight back. Low back leads the way. Touching the wall with your lower back. Shifting forward once more. And as you shift your weight back, your right heel again will stay put. Just turn the pinky toe in, parallel or all the way to the front. Weight goes to your right leg to turn your left pinky toe to face forward. Pull the foot straight back, staying on the left side of center. Weight left to close up the right foot slightly. And headed to the left side once more. Anchor down into your right foot. Left heel can stay on the ground the whole time if we play our cards right. Aim to the corner, shift to the corner. Here's the big moment. Stepping your right foot ever so slightly forward, more so outward, away from the center line. The toes aim to the center, but the heel moved to the corner. Shift your weight toward your right foot. Draw your weight straight back. Again, low back leads the way when you shift rear. Turn your right foot in. Shifting to your right leg. Left heel can, in theory, stay on the ground, just opening the pinky toe to face the side of your space. Square the hips, the chest. The weight shifts forward. Lead knee stops you. Back heel stops you. Shift your weight back. The low back leads the way. Send your weight forward. Draw your weight straight back. The weight will shift forward one more time. And we'll shift to the rear once more. As it arrives, left heel stays down. Just turn your foot in slightly. Shift to your left leg, releasing the right toe to face forward. Pull the foot straight back. Shift into your right leg to center up your left foot. And then here, give yourself a moment. Shake free any tension. Soften your belly, your chest, your shoulders. Finding 3 nice big deep breaths. Expanding your belly as you inhale. Your palms. Hips, and as you exhale, just settling into the support of the earth. Let the earth be strong and supportive for you. Breathing in deeply, smoothly and easily. Breathing out deeply, but smoothly and easily. One more big breath like this. And then we'll wind everything down, a little flush of the yin and yang energy, scooping with your hands, drawing up from the earth. A fresh supply of earth energy, pass it through your body up into the sky above. Bending your knees, scoop with the hands, drawing in from the earth anything you may need. Exhaling up into the sky anything you don't need, anything excessive or unnecessary. One more time, gather in as much of that earth energy as you need and release any amount that you don't. Letting the hands settle at your side. Taking a breath in now to gather from up above you in the sky, all the yang energy, the sky energy, funnel down what you need, passing it through your body, flushing out and releasing into the earth anything you don't need. Gathering from above, the energy of the sky, and exhaling down through the soles of your feet and into the earth, the energy that is not necessary. Once more gathering in whatever you need from up above and releasing downward into the earth anything unnecessary, excessive, or unhelpful. And then look to bring your feet just a little closer, still a little space, a good idea. Send your arms out wide and draw along and inward. Anything at all you might be needing here as you exhale, gently flush free and release out anything unnecessary or excessive to you. Gathering in from four corners whatever you might wish to bring and exhaling to release out again. Anything you wish to release or want to give away, drawing inward what you need and gently clearing out whatever you don't. Give your body just a very gentle shake to help everything circulate. Invite your body to continue to smile and relax here if you wish. Otherwise, carrying on. Thank you very much. Be well.